talk about sentries in PvZ and in combat in general. Now we're going to show them in PvZ because this is where you most often find sentries in middling to large numbers, because Zerg does not have as good a response to this as Terran or Protoss does. Now, you want to use force field to segment groups of enemy units and prevent them from attacking your army, using the terrain as best as possible. Now in this composition we see what looks like a standard Immortal Sentry all-in that Parting made popular in Wings of Liberty. It's still very powerful in Heart of the Swarm. Now in this case we don't see units warping in continuously from Protoss or Zerg reinforcements, we simply see a larger Zerg army than the Protoss army that should win in a straight up fight, just to demonstrate the use of the spell. Now, here you see we use it to segment off large amounts of the enemy army so they can't get in, while a smaller part of the army is picked off by the Protoss army. If you split the enemy army in half, your army is stronger than simply half of them, so you kill it very, very quickly, and then proceed to fight the rest of it. Now, because the Protoss isn't reinforcing here, he is going to run out of energy, but he's done more than enough damage by segmenting enemy units and preventing them from participating in the fight, that by the time Zerg finally breaks through, there simply is not enough Zerg left to fight him. The Protoss will wind up winning this fight in the end, despite being massively outnumbered and being behind in cost of the army, and against a Roach Hydra composition which is considered particularly powerful against non-splash units, because the force field is very, very strong. Next, we're going to see the use of Hallucination against Vipers. Vipers are the Zerg best response to Colossus, especially before High Templar are out. Now, in a straight-up fight, without Hallucination being used in this fight, the Zerg will win this engagement. Force fields can be used to split the ramp, but the Zerg can still yank your units down, kill them, wait for the force fields to wear off, and charge up. But as we saw in this fight, the Protoss won. In large part, that's because hallucinated Colossus were grabbed, damage was wasted on the fake Colossus instead of the real Colossus, and by the time they got the real Colossus had already done the damage they needed to do. Hallucination can be used to win these fights, or make them far more even than they should be.